Midweek's greetings and thank you for joining us for yet another edition of Primetime News. I'm Salima Shumwe-Feleni. In tonight's top segment, we begin with diplomatic matters between Namibia and the United States of America. President Dr. Hage Geingob on Monday participated in the US-Namibia Business Roundtable, which was hosted by the Corporate Council on Africa in Washington, D.C. The discussions focused, amongst others, Namibia's investment-conducive governance architecture, inclusive governance, as well as the successes Namibia has achieved in empowering women and the youth in the decision-making process. The forum presented Brand Namibia the opportunity to highlight its economic growth endeavors in key sectors. The roundtable discussion was attended by various corporate and business leaders. The Minister of Health and Social Services will build intensive care units at 10 health facilities across the country to help with the management of critically ill patients across Namibia.
The ministry's executive director, Ben Nangombe, told Nampa that the ministry has identified gaps in the health system and areas that need urgent improvement, such as the provision of more ICUs across the country. The executive director noted, "Before the COVID-19 pandemic, we had a few ICUs and high care units across the country. We only had ICUs at Onanjokwe Hospital in Oshikoto region, Oshakati in Oshana region, and Central Hospital in Khomas. This meant that all critically ill patients who needed intensive care were transported to these three facilities." He added that the pandemic has since shown that the system is not suitable and does not allow them to efficiently respond to health emergencies. Nangombe noted that a 15-bed ICU is said to be completed by early October at the Keetmanshoop State Hospital in the Karas region. Nangombe further said architectural and engineering designs for a 14-bed ICU at Katima Mlilo State Hospital in Zambezi region have been finalized and approved by the Ministry of Works and Transport, and bidding documentation is ready for presentation to the Ministry's Procurement Committee. The other hospitals said to benefit from the ICU project include the Utapi Hospital in Omsati region, Ochivarongo Hospital in Ochizonjupa, Rundu in Kavango East, Gobabis in Omaheke, Mariental in Hardap, Engela in Ohangwena, Opuo in Kunene region, as well as Nankudu Hospital in Kavango West. While not given the exact cost of the project, Nangombe said it will mainly involve repurposing existing infrastructure.
Higher Education, Training and Innovation Minister Dr. Itakanji Murangi has refuted claims in the public domain that she allegedly owns Limkokwing University of Creative Technology, recently set up in Namibia.
For the past 2 weeks, there has been a litany of false allegations and fabrications against my name and person in the social media that portray me as corrupt. And this is associated with, first, the student village, to which I will attend on Thursday, but also recently to the Lincoln Queen University of Creative Technology. Now, with regards to the latter, it has been alleged that I own a private university, and this university being Lincoln Queen University. Secondly, it is alleged that there is an agreement in the offing to be signed between this university and the government of the Republic of Namibia or the ministry. These are all false allegations that are aimed at tarnishing my good name and reputation, and they don't have a shred of truth.
Executive Director in the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Ben Nangombe, on Tuesday said at least 31 people died of malaria in the last 8 months, while 19,000 cases were reported during the same period.
Nangombe, while speaking at a 2-day workshop on malaria elimination advocacy in Windhoek, said although Namibia has made significant progress over the last decade and is on the right path to eliminate malaria, importation of malaria from across the country's borders remains a key barrier to achieving elimination. He said most of Namibia's malaria cases occur during the rainy season between January and April and are concentrated in the northern regions of the country, namely the Zambezi, Kavango East and West, Ohangwena, Omusati, Oshana, and Oshikoto regions. The executive director noted that most at-risk groups include mobile communities, cattle herders, travelers, mobile populations, pregnant women, children under 5, immune-compromised persons, and those living in malaria endemic regions. Namibia is aiming to eliminate malaria by 2022.
Stand by for your top roundup. In the business and economic segment, Minister of Industrialization and Trade, Lucia Ipumbu, has urged Namibians to support local businesses as their goal is to create a thriving local economy by maximizing potential, increasing their market share, and creating an environment for Namibia to become self-sustaining.
Ipumbu made those remarks on Monday during the presentation of activities for the second phase of the Buy Local, Grow Namibia campaign in the capital. The platform was a continuation of activities that began with the launch of the second phase of the campaign, which was held in Rundu Kavango East in May this year. The campaign, according to the minister, aims to assist Namibian businesses in understanding various standards and requirements in order to shelve their products in local retail shops while promoting their products and services, as well as encourage Namibians to support their community by purchasing locally. She said, "We have all witnessed the devastation caused by the pandemic, both personally and to our businesses, which has resulted in a decline in our economic activities, as well as loss of income and jobs. Let us therefore take pride in supporting our local businesses, including our MSMEs, who have faced challenges in accessing markets for their products over the years."
The Namibian Traffic Identification System NATIS in Walvis Bay has temporarily suspended new bookings for learner licenses to attend to the current backlog of learner license testing.
The Roos Authority in a media statement on Tuesday said the suspension is with effect from today to Friday the 8th of October 2021, and all applicants who have submitted bookings via the drop box for learners license testing before the suspension period will receive their testing time slots via the RA SMS line 2000. According to RA, the center will continue to conduct learner license testing sessions with applicants who have prior confirmed bookings during the above-mentioned period. The RA has reiterated that applicants should arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to their scheduled testing time slots to avoid congestion. Meanwhile, learners license bookings will continue as scheduled at all relevant NATIS centers countrywide.
We will be back with the sports news right after the economics roundup and the weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome to All Things Sport on Sport Planet with me, Michael Madimba. We kick off tonight's sports segment with some UEFA news. Lionel Messi scored his first Paris Saint-Germain goal on Tuesday, and it was a significant one, helping up Pep Guardiola's Manchester City to the sword in a 2-0 Champions League win for the French club.
Messi's goal was both stunning and also typical of the Argentine as he burst forward from the right and played a 1-2 with Kylian Mbappe on the edge of the box, holding off Aymeric Laporte before sending a first-time strike high into the net. It raised the roof at the Parc des Princes as PSG supporters celebrated seeing the 6-time Ballon d'Or winner open his account for the club he joined in August. Messi told broadcaster Canal Plus the most important thing was to win the game against a great side, one of the favourites. Idrissa Gana Gueye, arguably PSG's best player this season, had given the host an early lead to leave City chasing the game. Guardiola's side, who beat the French club in the semi-finals last season before losing the final, dominated large spells of the match in between the two goals, but their finishing let them down.
Moving on to women's football. The Brave Gladiators players and the team's coach, Woody Jacobs, have both expressed readiness to face Uganda in their opening match of the COSAFA 2021 tournament in Gqeberha, formerly known as Port Elizabeth in South Africa, on Thursday.
Speaking to the Namibia Press Agency from their base in Gqeberha, Gladiators player Agnes Kaudhu said the team is ready to compete rather than to participate. Team captain Emma Naris said the players were adjusting to the windy conditions in Gqeberha, but they prepared well for the tournament. Namibia will play Uganda at 12 o'clock midday on Thursday before facing Zambia on Sunday at 3:30 in the afternoon, and then conclude the group stages against Eswatini at 3:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday.
Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. Many thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notifications bell to stay updated with the latest happenings locally and globally. Do add your comments as well in the comment section. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the entire production crew, it's good night.